Hey, ladies and gentlemen in the tech world, how are you? So we are going to dive into a crucial mission that is remove a user from a specific group in Linux without disturbing their other license. What do I mean? Without affecting their other group membership. This may seem like an ordinary task, but for system administrator, this is a routine operation. Yet it is vital during times of organization change. So our scenario is simple. A username called Flynn with a username C. Flynn belongs to several groups due to restructuring. He no longer needs access to the HR group. So our goals are to remove Flynn from the HR group, keep all other group membership intact, and then verify the change. So first, let's check which groups Corey Flynn belongs to. I want you to take note of every group listed except the one we want to remove. In this case, it's the HR. So from the favorite bar, select terminal. Then at the prompt, type groups C Flynn, then press enter as displayed on the screen. Notice that C Flynn currently, Corey Flynn in that case, currently belongs to the management HR IT. Great. Now that we know which groups Flynn belongs to, we know that he's in the management 1, HR, and IT. So we list all groups that Corey Flynn should remain in, excluding HR. So we type in our command usermod -G management 1. So we are listing all the groups that Corey Flynn should remain in. So usermod -G management 1 IT. That's where we want him to belong, but we don't want him to be in the HR department. So it could be any department that is in your case. So and one thing that you should remember is that the command overrides group membership. So accuracy is critical here. So once you're done, you press enter and the change will be applied. Let's verify the update. Type in group space Flynn. You should now see all the correct groups with HR no longer listed. You can also confirm the change by checking the /etc group file directly, as it's helpful when auditing permission or troubleshooting access issues. And that was the end of it. And here are a few of the common mistakes to avoid. Number 1, do not forget to list existing groups. Number 2, always include the primary group in -G. Number 3, run the command with sudo command. Any of these, if you avoid any of these, or if you find yourself doing any of these, you might be having permission problems.